What's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. My name is Crow. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 different projects, all of which I'm very excited about, specifically the very last one. But that being said, they're all really unique and very cool, especially the first and the last, but all the ones in between are really nice as well. But within this video, we're going to unveil and talk about all 4 of these different projects that are up and coming that you guys are going to want to know about. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor doing research, but I'm making decisions within this space. It's really risky, but it's also a lot of fun. That being said, always, yes, to talk pretty quickly, but I think that's what people really like. You can always slow this mode down as well within the settings or speed it up just to have kind of a little bit more fun with it. But let's talk about these 4 different projects that are up and coming now. As always, take this as an entertainment purposes only video, not educational, of course. Let's continue. Okay. Hopping to the computer right now, you guys are going to see the very first project we're going to talk about here today is called Artificial Intelligence Club. If you guys have never heard about this project, I'm looking at it specifically because it has a very unique pixelated artwork. They're all animated and it has a hyper limited supply of just 310 of these Genesis agents. There's a game that's coming out, there's tokens, there's all kinds of goodies that are happening with this particular project. But I want people to know about this project because, again, it has a game, which I'm a big gamer. There's a very limited supply of just 310 of these Genesis agents, which is super limited within this place. It's hyper limited, which we've seen projects like this before in the past that have such a small supply do extremely well. So I think this project has a lot of that same potential. Of course, they have different phases of their roadmap. We just talked about the staking as well, so you're going to have that sort of ability to do so. But I like the art specifically behind this and the team. The team is completely public and their Discord is always very hyped and people are very genuinely excited to be a part of this community as well. So overall, you have big names within this space already, massive amount of hype with this project and a hyper limited supply. That's one of the reasons why I'm looking into the Artificial Intelligence Club. Let's go to project number 2. Project number 2 is going to be the Mysterious World. If you guys have never heard about this project before, it's a little bit unique. It has a very aesthetically pleasing sort of soft tones color palette, very unique art styles you guys can see here on the screen. And overall, it's a project of 6,666 of these particular NFTs that are priced at a very reasonable 0.06 each. One of the unique things I like about this project, of course, is the fact that the art here is very unique, which a lot of people are going to be geared towards that alone. Specifically, there's about a mid-range supply of, like I said, about 6,666 of them with a low barrier to entry of just 0.06 ETH to get into it. But one of the things I like about this is it's completely mysterious in the sense of you have different options available to you to generate runes. The rune token. The rune token is their official token of the Mysterious World, where you can use these tokens to perform rituals, which I'm a bit of a dark fan or dark art fan character myself, so the fact that you're talking about runes and rituals, I think that's really dope. Also, the fact that it gives you other access to different things just by holding these rune tokens. But the rituals, it does tell you kind of what's going on with the rituals. It's performed when you have 2 of these inhabitants and they combine together to make new traits. Of course, we've seen sort of things before. It's also called breeding as well, but this one here, they're going to be called rituals, which you guys can see a lot more about it here on the website. But overall, I think the art here is really unique. There's a mid-range supply and a low barrier to entry like we just talked about, and they have this token, so a lot of good things that are happening with this particular project. Let's talk about number 3 on the list. Tasty Bones is coming up at number 3. Tasty Bones here, we've talked about this sort of palette before, the Doodles-esque palette with this kind of more fun and funky sort of laid-back character. So it's skull art. If you guys have not heard about Tasty Bones, here it is. Their website's coming very soon, but I like the landing page that they already have here on the website. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It's very fun just to kind of interact and hang out here. But let's go ahead and hop into the Twitter. There's a little more information there as well. So Tasty Bones on Twitter, they're going to have 5,000 of these bones that are going to be offered to people, offering from the land of the living and deliver them back to the land of the dead, coming in February of 2022. So we're right around the corner from that, but you get this sort of idea of what the overall aesthetic and NFT art is going to be looking like here. I think it's got this fun character as well, but it's skulls, and that's what I was talking about before. I'm a big fan of skull art, and also we've seen this sort of color palette, like I said, do very well in the past, so I do anticipate this one to do pretty well with a mid-range supply of 5,000 total. And again, I'm assuming the low barrier to entry with that one as well. Probably going to see something similar to what we've seen in the past, between the 0.05 mark per mint, upwards of 0.1 would be a little more pricey for this type of art, but that's what we've seen in the past. Discord is invite only, so give me an invite, please. Last but certainly not least is the Other Side. If you guys have never heard about this project before, it is going to absolutely explode in my personal opinion. I love the art here. You guys hear me talk about art all the time. We have a 3D sort of meta we're currently within, and this is going to be fitting right within that perfect time frame to bring a lot of hype and general interest into the project overall. But what is the Other Side? Now, the Other Side, they just released their light paper here earlier today, and it is a total supply of this really unique, aesthetically pleasing artwork called the Moonwalkers. You guys can see here, this was their light paper, the PDF version of it, of course. Now the Moonwalkers are going to be a supply of 8,888 of this characters, or these different types of characters here that you can see. Really unique style of art, of again 3D, but they're going to be called Moonwalkers, and there's 1,788 of them are going to be Genesis, and those Genesis are going to be very important because they're going to be earning double the token that's within this ecosystem overall. It's the passive token, and there's going to be a total of 300 unique traits for this particular project, which has tons of combination abilities available to it. Now, the Moonwalkers can earn Moonrolls, aka loot, when it's staked in the Moon Cave. Now, that's, of course, like they're working in the Moon Cave, and then as reward or salary compensation, you get the Moonrolls back, or loot. They have animated one-of-ones going to charity, so it's an auction event, which I do love when people do that, or projects do that, because it does give back and it gives the opportunity to have the public be able to sort of bid on the max price you would want to for a very unique piece of art there. There's a merch store that's happening down the road, and a lot of really unique things happening with this one. There are some big names within the Discord as well, so if you guys want to hop in there, you can do that as well if the Discord is currently open. But the Other Side is one of those projects that I myself will be absolutely looking to get into, as well as a lot of other people. It's going to be really good. Pretty confident. And that's going to do it, guys. That's going to do it for this video. If you guys liked all of those, I highly recommend you guys hop into the description below. There's a link to each one of their Discords and or Twitter handles if they are currently open down there, as well as my alpha group that me and the boys have co-founded. So there's a lot of great insight to a lot of other projects as well. They're hopping into those different Discord and informational tidbits. There's lots. Just hop down there. There's links. You want to go down to the links. Do that. Before you guys leave, go ahead and subscribe to the video. I highly appreciate it. But go ahead and like the video. Let me know in the comments below which guys you liked most about which one of these projects. And that being said, go ahead and subscribe. Anyways, I will see you guys in the general chat and in the next video. Y'all take care. Toodles.